Welcome back, dear students. We have started with the chapter hydrocarbons. We will continue with that only. We have studied regarding alkanes. How does alkanes exist? What is the general formula? What are the members of alkanes family? And how exactly nomenclature as well, particularly isomerism, is seen in case of alkanes we have done. After that, we also discussed regarding alkenes. What is the general formula? How many types of generally alkenes are existed? Alkenes generally called as olefins. They are oil forming in nature. We have seen what is the hybridization in alkenes, what is the bond angle, everything we discussed, and we have concluded that also. In today's class, let us start with aromatic hydrocarbons. Aromatic hydrocarbons are generally considered as compounds on heating forming sooty flame. Aromatic compounds generally on heating they will form sooty flame in practical condition if you perform the practical. Now, aromatic hydrocarbons generally possesses a parent molecule benzene. Benzene structure, if you consider, it is like this, and generally whatever the compounds composed of benzene are considered as aromatic hydrocarbons because they show a characteristic aroma in the sense the characteristic odor is exhibited by such aromatic compounds. Fine. So these aromatic compounds generally contain main moiety, that is parent moiety as benzene. Let us see classification of aromatic hydrocarbons. Generally aromatic hydrocarbons are going to be classified, general classification I am telling you, they are benzonides and non-benzonides. When you consider benzonides, definitely benzene is the parent molecule for all the substituents of the derivatives present in benzonides. If you consider non-benzonides, there will be a not benzene like structure, but still they exhibit aromatic character. They will be having more than 6 carbon atoms. The ring, the 6 carbon ring we can consider here. See here, this is first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth. This is 6th carbon. Likewise, if you consider non-benzonides, they will show either of more than 6 carbon atom ring or less than 6 atom carbon ring. But still, they are also considered as aromatic compounds. They are non-benzonides. This is the general classification of aromatic hydrocarbons. Now we have classification based upon number of rings. How many number of rings of benzene are present in a given molecule? Based upon that, we have two broad categories. What are those? See here. Monocyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons I have written here in bracket, that is fused. They are very close to each other in the sense that they are directly fused with the carbon atom of one ring and the other. Two carbon atoms of fused type of aromatic hydrocarbons sharing common two carbon atoms. I will give you example. Don't worry about that one. Let us begin with monocyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. When you consider monocyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, they are further classified into 3 types. Okay. So what are those? Let us understand one by one. Mono-substituted, di-substituted and poly-substituted. You know what do you mean by substitution? When you consider any aromatic hydrocarbon, if you just replace one of the hydrogen from that and you are going to substitute hydrogen by any of the alkyl group or any aryl group also. I forgot to tell you one more thing. These aromatic hydrocarbons are also called as arenes. These are also called as arenes. Aromatic hydrocarbons are also called as arenes. Commonly they are called as arenes. So mono substituted in the sense, I told you one of the hydrogen of benzene is going to be replaced by any of the substituent group. If only one hydrogen is replaced and one substitution is done, then it is called as mono substituted. I show you example. See, this is benzene. We have 6 hydrogen atoms. For the all carbon atoms present in it, just replace it by one alkyl group. We can call it as methyl benzene. Can we call it? Yes. It is referred as methyl benzene. Right? It is also called as commonly toluene. Aromatic methyl benzene is also called as toluene. So this is an example for mono-substituted aromatic hydrocarbon, wherein we have replaced one of the hydrogen atom and we have substituted one CH3 group. That is an alkyl group. Similarly, just check out for this one. I have given example for this. This is example 1. Let us consider di-substituted aromatic hydrocarbon or di-substituted benzene. We can consider. See, when two hydrogen atoms are replaced by two alkyl groups, 1,2-dimethyl benzene. Can I call it as 1,2-dimethyl benzene? So this 1,2-dimethyl benzene name I have given, as well I have given numbering. This is referred as 1 and 2 because both the groups are ortho to each other. I must have to tell you the positions of substituted benzene. If you consider this as a substitution, that is alkyl substitution, it is referred as toluene, also methyl benzene. With respect to this substituent group, we can consider this as first position, this is second position, right? And this is also first position, this is second position, and this is third position. Always do remember this point. When you consider methyl substitution, this first position is referred as ortho position. You can consider either of the position with respect to substituent group. If you consider this as a reference, this is ortho position as well. This is ortho, also ortho position. And here this is referred as meta position. With respect to this methyl substituted group, this position, second position, is referred as meta position. And exactly the opposite position with respect to the alkyl substitution is always referred as para position. It is always referred as para position. Now I have 1,2-dimethyl benzene. It is also referred as ortho-dimethyl benzene. Let us consider polysubstituted hydrocarbon. When you consider polysubstituted, again I could consider benzene itself, right? Poly in the sense there must be a substitutions more than 2. We can consider this is first, this is second, and we can also consider this one. Then we can write 1, 2, 3 trimethyl benzene. Tri-substituted compounds are referred as polysubstituted. There may be 3 or more than 3 also substituents present. That time they are going to be referred as polysubstituted aromatic hydrocarbons. So this is all about the monocyclic aromatic hydrocarbons classification. You can consider in all the 3 examples we had only the benzene ring, for which different number of substitution is taken place. That is, substituent groups are present. So the reason why they are called as mono-substituted, di-substituted, and poly-substituted. So this is all about the classification of monocyclic hydrocarbons. Next, as I told you, second broad classification, it is polycyclic. When you consider polycyclic, as I told you, 2 rings are fused together and they will be sharing 2 carbon atoms in common. Such type of hydrocarbons are referred as fused hydrocarbons. Let me write you one example here so that the things will become clear. Polysubstituted or fused hydrocarbons. Very first example, as you commonly know this one, it is referred as anthracene. Sorry, I am very sorry, it is naphthalene. It is referred as naphthalene. Can you see here, these 2 carbon atoms are common for first as well as second ring. So the reason why these are called as fused or polycyclic fused hydrocarbons. We can also consider one more example here. Second example. Okay, let me write below this side. So there may be 3 rings are present. There may be 3 rings are present. Then they are referred as polycyclic. Check out the valency of the carbon atom. See here 1. This is the carbon atom. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Right. What about this one? There are 1, 2 R bonds. 2 bonds are there. Can we write here this bonding? We must be very careful while writing the bonding for these. And we must have to think that all the carbon atoms must satisfy tetravalency. Check out this carbon atom. See 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is correct. Right. Now check out this one. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is satisfied. Like this, we are supposed to write the example for fused or polycyclic hydrocarbons. Now, what is the name of this one? It is referred as anthracene. It is referred as anthracene. This is the example. So, what we have done here, dear students, we have done classification of aromatic hydrocarbons. They are mainly, or I can say generally classified as benzonaide and non-benzonaide. Benzonide possesses benzene ring, non-benzonide possesses aromaticity, but they do not resemble as that of the benzene. There may be more than 6 carbon atom ring or less than 6 carbon atom ring. Now we have second classification, that is based upon number of rings. How many number of rings are present? If only one ring is present, then we can consider they are monocyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Likewise, we have polycyclic or fused hydrocarbons. We have quoted example naphthalene as well anthracene. For monosubstituted hydrocarbons also we have quoted certain examples. These may be very useful for you also. So this is the broad explanation what I have given. Some of the teachers, they just, or I can say in some cases, just they skip and they will move off. I given you each and every explanation regarding this one. Definitely I request, if you like the video, if you are really feel worth regarding the information, please give thumbs up and please do subscribe the channel and share it to your friends. Please do copy this. We'll move to next. Now let us understand regarding isomerism in arenes. So what exactly the meaning of the isomerism? Compounds or the molecules having same molecular formula, they differ with their chemical and physical properties. If you consider example for arenes, if you consider example for arenes, that is C8H10. C8H10. I have written here a molecule formula. This is the molecular formula. With the help of this molecular formula, we are supposed to check out what are the other isomers can be possible with a fixed structure. Let me first tell you C8H10. If you consider C6H6, it is benzene, right? 6 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms. So first let us write the benzene skeleton. See here. This is, we all know, it is benzene, right? So there are 6 hydrogen atoms. They have given here, there are 10 hydrogen atoms are present and there are 2 carbon atoms are extra. If you consider benzene, C6 over, 2 more carbon atoms are present. 2 more carbon atoms which are present, they may be attached any position of the benzene or to the same position. If you consider on the same position, I must have to write 2 carbon atoms. Agree? I must have to write 2 carbon atoms if both the carbon atoms are fixed at the one position. If at all they are fixed on one position, what I must have to further check out whether valency of the carbon atoms is satisfied or no. It is not at all. See here, this carbon only 2 bonds. I must have to mention here 2 more hydrogen atoms, right? For this, I must have to mention 3 carbon atoms. Now just go on counting the, here I have replaced hydrogen atom and I have substituted this group. Can you see in depth of this structure, can you call it as an ethyl group? Can we call it as, see here it is like CH2, CH3. What is ethane? It is CH3, CH3, from which we are removing one hydrogen atom and we have substituted this group to the benzene. So it is called as ethyl benzene. It is referred as ethyl benzene. This is the first structure for this formula I have written here. Okay, let me rub the other explanation I have given here. Now see, I must have to mention isomers of this structure. So ethyl benzene, in this case, both the carbon atoms are attached to the same position. If at all, if you change the position of both the carbon atoms are attached, then let us see the structure. See this one, this is benzene, right? Let me consider CH3, CH3. Just count the number of carbon and hydrogen here. 6 carbon atoms, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrogen, 4 plus 6. There are 10 hydrogen atoms are present. Yes, the structure is correct. What should be the formula I have to write here? Same. It is for this also C8H10, as well for this also it is C8H10. Just check here whether both compounds having same molecular formula but their properties are different. We can call it as ethyl benzene, but we cannot for this one. What we have to call it? It is 1,2-dimethyl benzene. What we call it as 1,2-dimethyl benzene. Similarly, just go on changing the position of the methyl groups and go on writing the names of them. It is not necessary that we must have to write all the through at the all the two position at the ortho itself. We can write one is here CH3 and one at meta position. This is the third structure we can write, right? This is 1, 2, this is 3. What I can call it as 1,3-dimethyl benzene. If we consider the next one, where we can place both the alkyl groups on exactly opposite position. 1, 2, 3, this is 4. I can call it as 1,4-dimethyl benzene. So these are referred to be 4 different structure for the same molecular formula. Remember, as we have position of alkyl group substituted is different in all the cases. Here we can call it as ethyl benzene, but here we have called it as 1,2-dimethyl benzene. So the reason why, as alkyl groups are differing here, sorry for the disturbance, as alkyl groups are differing here, 1, 2 position, 1, 3 position, and it is 1, 4 position. We can call it, we can call all these structures are examples for position isomers, because position of alkyl substitution is differing in all the conditions. So these are referred as position isomers. Position isomers, right? So this is how isomerism is exhibited in aromatic hydrocarbons. Please do copy this. We'll move to next. Now let us discuss regarding structure of benzene. What are the types of carbon atoms are present and what is the bond angle? What is the exactly bond length of bonds which are present in benzene? We need to discuss here. So see here, very first I'll explain with these two structures, and I will also tell you why should I have mentioned here that this equilibrium sign. See, let me consider this as first carbon atom. This is second carbon, third, fourth, fifth, this is sixth carbon atom, right? Do you agree with me? Now, let us count number of carbon-carbon single bond first. 1, 2 is said to be single bond, right? Then see here 3, 4 is single bond. Then 5, 6 is single bond. All the 3 are considered as carbon-carbon single bond. Now let us consider double bonds present. So where are the double bonds are present? For between 2 carbon and 3, between 2, 3, right? Between 4, 5, right? and between 6 and 1. These are said to be carbon-carbon double bonds. In the sense that benzene has two types of bonds. Carbon-carbon single bond as well carbon-carbon double bond. Just check out this this benzene structure. Let me write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? So now, initially, where exactly we have found single bond between 1 and 2? 1 and 2. Now check out this structure. 1 and 2 we have got double bond. Initially, double bond was between 2 and 3. Now it has come between 1 and 2. What it is happening with the benzene? Now, in order to discuss that one, we have to understand one point. I could say that these two structures are existed in equilibrium. They are following certain equilibrium between these two structures. I'll explain this thing in a very excellent manner. Before to that, let us see here. Whenever we consider carbon-carbon single bond, that shows properties of like that of alkanes, right? So when you consider alkanes, what is the bond length? It is, yes, you are right, it is 154 picometer. What about this one, carbon-carbon double bond? If you consider, what is the bond length for these alkenes? Yes, it is 134 picometer, right? Fine then. As we discussed, there are two types of bonds are present. Carbon-carbon single bond as well carbon-carbon double bond. For carbon-carbon single bonded carbon, there must be bond length 154, and for double bonded carbon atoms, it is 134. Yes, it should be like this. But surprisingly, I'll tell you, when certain practical experiments are done, the bond angle is coming in between the value of this one, that is 138. If you check out bond angle, it should have come 154 for single bond. It should have come for 134 for double bond. But experimentally, if you conclude the result here, we have obtained bond length between the value of these two. That is 138 picometer. Oh my God. It is entirely different. Why it is so? Now the question arises, yes, scientists have decided, they have thought over many experiments they have done, they have thought over, and they lastly concluded that with the single structure of benzene, all the properties of benzene couldn't be explained. So they have taken one more structure. This is structure 2, where we can see double bond is changing its position within the ring. Double bond is changing its position within the ring. The double bond initially present between 2 and 3. Now it has come between 1 and 2. It means that double bond is resonating inside the ring. It is rotating inside the ring. So we can say that with only these two structures which I have written, which are existed in equilibrium, couldn't explain all the properties. So we need to consider resonance hybrid of both of these structures. How to write that resonance hybrid? See here, resonance hybrid. Resonance hybrid structure for benzene. What do we write? See here, as I told you, double bond is rotating inside. Initially it was here, now it is coming here, then here and so on, it is rotating. So we must have to write structure for benzene like this. This is the accepted structure for benzene, in which we can clearly show that double bond, in the sense double bond in the sense what? Electrons. Double bonded electrons or sigma electrons are rotating. Pi electrons. Double bond, exactly pi electrons are present. In this case, as double bond is rotating inside the benzene skeleton, electrons are rotating inside the benzene skeleton, we can consider this as resonance hybrid structure for benzene. It means that it is showing such an environment that all the carbon atoms are possessing double bond. All the carbon atoms are possessing double bond type of nature. So the reason why benzene having all the 6 carbon atoms shows sp2 hybridization. It shows sp2 hybridization. And this was explained by this resonance hybrid structure. So whenever anybody asks you regarding the structure of the benzene, we must have to write this structure. This is resonance hybrid structure for benzene. And no one structure of the benzene couldn't explain all the properties of it. So we had considered resonance structure of these two, structure 1 and structure 2. But yes, definitely sometimes we observe the benzene written like this, benzene written like this also, benzene written like this. As rings are rotating here, we can accept this, we can accept this also, because these two structures are very helpful for us to write substitution reactions of benzene, right? We need to write certain reactions for benzene, then we can use of these structures. Don't worry about that one at all. Just remember 134 picometer is the bond length for carbon-carbon single bond, and 134 picometer is the bond length for carbon-carbon double bond. But when you consider the structure of the benzene, nowhere we have found these values, but it is in between 138 picometer. Why it is so is mainly because I explained here due to resonance structure, and we have obtained bond length for all the carbon atoms in benzene structure around 138 picometer. Due to behavior of double bond of all the carbon atoms, we conclude that all the carbon atoms in benzene, they are sp2 hybridized. So if you are clear with this one, do copy this. We'll move to next. With a brief introduction regarding aromatic hydrocarbons, their structure, everything discussing after that, let us discuss regarding preparation methods of aromatic hydrocarbons, that is particularly we go with a benzene. Onwards now, whatever we speak regarding the aromatic hydrocarbons, we exclusively going to consider benzene structure itself. So now, very first method for the preparation of benzene is by using alkynes. So how does alkynes are going to be used as reactant molecules for the preparation of benzene, we need to see. So very first method from alkynes, preparation from alkynes, right? So let us consider ethyne. Ethyne can also be called as acetylene. When, I'll write the statement first, then I'll explain the reaction. When ethyne is or ethyne are, ethyne molecules also we can consider because we need 3 moles. I'll explain that one. Ethyne is passed over red hot iron tube, red hot iron tube at high temperature, maybe around 873 Kelvin. Benzene is formed. Benzene is formed. So this is the statement what we follow for this reaction. Now let us see, as I told you, ethyne. We require 3 moles of ethyne molecules for the preparation of benzene. See here how to represent them. CH, triple bond CH, right? Then I have CH, right? Triple bond CH over here. Then I have CH, okay? Triple bond CH. Let us arrange them in a cyclic fashion in order to make the cyclization reaction. Here aromatic cyclization is going to take place and benzene is going to form. See here, there are 3 triple bonds are present because we have taken 3 molecules of ethyne. During cyclization process, the pi electron of these 2 carbon atoms are going to be shifted to this carbon, and pi electrons of these 2 are going to be shifted to this carbon. Similarly, here this carbon is going to be donated. Cyclization of bonds takes place. Along with that, I could say that aromatic cyclization is going to take place, further benzene is formed. All these three alkyne molecules, or we can call it as ethyne, carbon-carbon, CH, triple bond CH is the example. Name of this example, it is ethyne. So ethyne molecules are going to be added in iron red hot tube, right, at the temperature 873 Kelvin. Cyclization is going to take place to form respective benzene. Triple bonded molecules finally converted into double bonded molecules. This is the structure for benzene. There are 6. I'll directly write like this. Don't get confused with this one. Benzene is formed. This is the single bond. Let me write once again. See here, I have first carbon atom. Yes, it is there. I have second carbon atom. Yes, it is there. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Fifth, sixth. So this is the formula C6H6, which is benzene formed here with the help of process of using by alkynes. This is considered as first method for the preparation of benzene. Do copy this. We'll move to next. Now let us see second method of preparation from sodium benzoate. When sodium benzoate is heated with, when sodium benzoate is heated with soda lime, okay, decarboxylation takes place to form, decarboxylation takes place to form benzene, What they are telling here? Sodium benzoate. So how we need to prepare the sodium benzoate? We all know sodium benzoate is a kind of sodium metal treatment for the carboxylic acid. Which carboxylic acid? Benzoic acid. So with that reaction we have obtained like this, COONA. Initially COOH was there, right? If you are going to add NaOH to this one, what will happen? HOH will be liberated as a water molecule, Na will be attached here, right? Then it is considered as sodium benzoate, COONA. So this sodium benzoate must be treated with NaOH, right? Excess of NaOH we will be taking. One NaOH has changed, the hydrogen is replaced by Na, and then we have excess of NaOH. Along with this we also have calcium oxide. Soda lime combination we need to take here, and it is going to be heated. Whole reactant molecules are going to be heated. This is a base, and we have taken here sodium benzoate. Together are going to be heated in presence of calcium oxide. What will happen? Listen to me very carefully. We have NaOH, we have Na. What will happen? This Na and O are going to combine with 2 moles of carboxylic acid. Can you see here? Just see. NaO combines with whole of this group 1, whole of this COONA group. What will be separated of? They are telling decarboxylation takes place. What is decarboxylation? Removal of carbon and oxygen completely. So Na2CO3. Can I write here? Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate is separated off. Along with this, what is left here? Hydrogen is left. This position is vacant. Hydrogen is going to be bonded here. Definitely, we are going to obtain our desired product, which is called as benzene. With this method also, that is from the Sodium benzoate usage also we can prepare aromatic hydrocarbon benzene. This question is important, can be asked for your board examination. Do copy this, we'll move to next. Third method of preparation of benzene is from phenol. So when phenol is distilled with zinc dust, when phenol is distilled with zinc dust, benzene is formed. So now let us consider the reaction. Phenol, we know that it is aromatic alcohol. Benzene, to which if you have OH group directly bonded, then it is called as phenol. Okay. So what we are doing here, phenol should be treated with zinc. Zinc is going to treated with phenol. So in presence of zinc, what will happen here? This zinc get combined with oxygen atom and it will form zinc oxide. It means oxygen is removed. You all know redox reactions. If not, study the redox reactions very well so that all the reactions are very easy for you. Once zinc oxide is removed here, hydrogen which is left get combined with benzene and it will form benzene. So like this we can prepare from phenol. This question has been asked for 1 marks in your board examination. So do concentrate here. Zinc, when you treat with phenol, it is going to combine with oxygen, zinc oxide is removed and finally benzene product is formed. Benzene product is formed. Do copy this, we'll move to next.